How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at the Ibanez EHB1506MS. Now, if you're a regular viewer of my videos, you know I've done a number of reviews on the Ibanez EHB and some of the MS bases that they make. Feel free to check those out. I'll link them in the description and the like. I'll have a playlist with all my reviews at the end of the video. But this to me is the ultimate one. I've been waiting to get my hands on one of these since they came out. 6-string headless. So EHB, of course, stands for ergonomic headless base. Got it right this time. I know it's ergonomic. I always say it wrong. But ergonomic headless base. Ibanez has a whole bunch of different series. Once you get, the higher in the numbers you go, the higher quality. So this is a, top tier 1500 series. They go up over 2000 series. I don't know the rhyme or reason. I'm sure there is some, but the 1500 series means it's got some fancy woods in it, premium electronics. What does it have for woods? Well, for starters, it's got a 9-piece walnut and panga neck with graphite reinforcement rods. It has the African mahogany body. Around here, we have a bound panga fretboard and a poplar burr top. This one here has some pretty nice figuring in it. I picked this one out because I like the figuring. This finish is called Black Ice Flat, I believe is what they call it, and it's hard to tell sometimes. Some of the pictures I've seen online, it's kind of a dull and uninspiring. In person, it's pretty nice. So yeah, that's that. The base itself, my gosh, weighs 7 pounds or so. I haven't weighed this particular one, but it's incredibly light. The neck, being a 6-string, it's pretty wide, but it's shallow, so it's pretty easy to get around on. What else we have? We have a 5-bolt neck joint, and the ergonomic part is that it's kind of hard to tell, but the base is kind of peaks here in the middle and slopes away, so when you have it against your body, it holds in place. And yeah, it's a very lightweight base and does hold itself pretty well. Hardware, you got the proprietary Ibanez bridge saddles here with the takeoff of their monorail design, each individual saddle and bridge unit, tuner unit, I should say, excuse me. Up top, there's clamps that lock down with Allen wrenches. At the end here, so you can use regular standard strings. These come with the Dario XL strings, which is my brand, so I'm happy. A lot of people don't like the Dario, so you might not be happy. Scale length goes from 32.5 for the C to 35-inch for the B, and for me, that's the big deal. 6 strings, so each, the multi-scale, the whole point of it is that the length of the string is set so that it best matches what the string is tuned for. Think of a piano, the higher strings are shorter than the lower strings. And that's kind of what's going on here. A lot of 6-string basses, the 34-inch or 35-inch scale. The longer the scale of the C string, the less I like the sound. It tends to be more twangier. The shorter scale for the higher strings, I think, really works out well. So for me, this works great as a nice spread. I know Dingwall and the new Ibanez BTB multi-scales that are coming out have a 37-inch scale B string, and the C and the G's are like around 34-inch scale. That works there. But for me, my purpose is I don't need that long a B. I think the 35-inch B works pretty well. I really like the shorter C string. The 32.5-inch scale really works well for me. So that's my thoughts on that. Real quick on the electronics, we have 2 Nordstrand big split pickups. So they're like, each one's like a P-base pickup. You have the standard Ibanez 3-band, I forget the exact name of it, preamp. So you have your master volume, your blend control, you have a treble / passive tone control, a bass boost cut, your mid boost cut, and a sweepable mid frequency, which to me is ideal in an active bass. And then, of course, active passive, which just really sets this bass apart. But really, like I said, was very happy to finally get my hands on one of these. I don't think they're making them in a whole lot of numbers compared to other ones, and there always seem to be a long lead time. And if you want one of these, just keep your eyes peeled and pounce as soon as you see one available. I got this one here from Sweetwater. It was marked as being a second, and it has like a really, really minor imperfection on the headstock, and I think there was a slight ding. I don't even know. But I got it discounted. These retail for around $1,800. But really nice bass. They also come with a removable ramp that you can place here between the pickups. And I'm thinking of getting it on. It's removable, but once you get it off or on, the tape really doesn't hold well, and it doesn't hold well to begin with. And if you accidentally kind of use it as a thumb rest, you're going to knock it off. I've had that happen. So your mileage may vary on the ramp, but thanks for at least including it, Ibanez. Anyways, let's run through some of the sounds. Alrighty, we are going direct into the recorder. For my monitoring purposes, I'm using my Mesa D800 head and Mesa Subway 12-inch cabinet. So I'm going to hear the wonderful sounds of the Subway head. You can check out that video as well. But you're getting the direct sound unaffected, pre-EQ, right out. So let's go. We have the volume up all the way, both pickups, and a tone up all the way in passive mode. And I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit because my normal lick doesn't include C strings. So we'll... Tone halfway. Tone off. A lot of great usable sounds in passive mode. Real quick, here's the neck pickup, and you'll see me swing through the controls. I won't stop to tell you what I'm doing. So full on tone, half tone, tone off. All right, neck pickup. Now, let's go over to the active mode. Now, the Ibanez preamp does come with some customizations that you can do to it. So in stock form, you have a 0 decibel, and there's very little difference in volume between flat with passive and flat with the active EQ engaged. There is a little mod you can do. I know Low End Lobster has done a video showing it. I've done it to this bass already, so I'm not showing it to you in stock form what it was like. If you like, let me know in the comments, and I can maybe do another video later that compares the two. But for now, I have chosen the 6 decibel boost, so there's a little bit more of a oomph, more headroom, bit of a difference between the passive and the active tone. Gives you more wide range, I think. That being said, before I kick over, I really love the passive tone of this bass. If I would not be worried if the battery died or something went wrong on a gig with the active side of this, because you can get a ton of usable tones from the passive, and it works fantastic. Okay, here we are in active mode, and let's go flat. Now, I could take all day and go through every single possible tone variation, and there are quite a lot. You know, I think I can recommend you to go check out my other video. I'm going to make sure it's linked on the EHB1506MS, which has the same body woods and the same pickups and the same preamp, and you get a better idea there. I want to show you a little bit more about what the 6-string can do. So I'm going to boost the bass a little, cut back on the treble, and I'm going to choose the highest mid frequency and cut that back. And if you know about frequencies, cutting the highest mid frequency takes out that high end. So it dips there, so it gives you a little bit more of a low end response to it. Same thing if you do the other. So I'm just going to fart around a little bit. I'm not going to play anything specific, anything recognizable. Just play some double stops and some single notes, so you can get an idea of what it sounds like with the 6-string. Because 6 strings, I mean, you can do whatever you want on a 6-string, right? You know, there's no rules. You can have a 6-string as your only bass and go play Chicago blues all day, or you know, Americana. Doesn't matter. People may look at you funny because there's preconceived notions about, you know, what something looks like and its fittings. And yeah, I get it. But, you know, you may get a funny look. You show up at a blues jam with this. I go to open mics, but they're not really blues jams. I love this because I'm in a classic rock band that does a lot of Dead songs. And, you know, when you're going for the Dead vibe, Phil Lesh was one of the early adopters of both 6 strings and headless basses, and had modulus headless 6-string bass because his were short scale and much thinner necks. But it kind of catches the Dead vibe. Real Deadheads dig off it. But anyways, I'm just going to play around a little bit just to give you an idea of the sounds. So here we go. go. So anyways, a little bit different on this one here, different type of playing demo, but let me know what you think. The Ibanez EHB1506MS. Ibanez is really upping, they're adding on to their EHB line. They have a couple new models coming out this year. Among them is the EHB1506MS, and that is a fancy one with brand new Ibanez design pickups, and also a EHB1205MS, which is very similar. It has Nordstrom pickups, I believe, in a different tone woods and all, and actually kind of has a even more of a boutique look to it, as well as from the multi-scale standpoint, they're coming out with 3 different models and the BTB line in multi-scale, which is nice. The previous multi-scale regular bases were in the Sound Gear line. BTB is the boutique base, and pretty excited about that. I'm going to try to get my hands on one of those. When they come out, I'm getting mixed messages. One place had told me February, but I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be around until June. This is February 2022 when this video came out, so if you're watching in the future, wondering what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. But anyways, please let me know what you think of the, let me hit the mute switch. Let me know what you think of the Ibanez headless bases. Like I said, this is definitely a keeper for me. This is my preferred 6-string now. This is really what I'm looking for in a 6-string bass. Lightweight, the short scale on the C string and the long scale on the B. Perfection for my purposes. But again, throw a comment, give me a like, let me know what you think. Please subscribe, check out my other videos. I'm going to have the video for the EHB 1505 right there in my playlist. And yeah, rock on.